I've been asked a heck of a lot, how did you spot liars and deceivers in prison, people that lie to you? And it was a process of trial and error, and the simple answer is it's impossible to know for sure when somebody's lying to you unless you have all the facts. However, we don't live in a world where every single issue has to involve a judge and a jury, okay? So that's the very first thing I'll say, is trust your instincts and refining your lie detector test in your brain, figuring out who's lying to you and who's telling the truth. It actually involves 1,000 little subtle things. It's a skill that you have to get good at. So what I'm about to tell you, yes, this is very scientifically accurate information compared with my own anecdotal experience of what works best. I could tell you that, this kind of posture, this kind of body language is a sign of deception. But what if it's cold? What if this person is just naturally a timid person? What if they're scared of you? What if they're scared in the environment they're currently in, which is pretty common when you're dealing with prisoners? Body language alone is not a sign that somebody is lying, okay? Because there's also good liars that can look you right in the eyes and tell a lie. There's accomplished liars. There's people that lie for a living. There's several professions where people lie for a living. I'm not going to go into that in this video. The real way to become a human lie detector is you have to understand, you have to spend a little bit of time with somebody, or at least understand their background to get an idea of the baseline of how a person acts. You have to know how they normally act in order for you to detect deviations. Me, being a public figure with over 10,000 subscribers, having been an ex-political activist kind of guy, if somebody wanted to interrogate me, they could study the crap out of my YouTube videos and things like that, and they could tell pretty quickly if something was off, because there'd be little giveaways and stuff. A trained forensic psychologist type of guy can 100% spot a liar really quickly because he's trained and it's what he does for a living. However, even with him, there's a lot of it that's instinct, and he can't explain it with words. If you look at liars versus truth tellers all day, and that's what you do for a living, you're naturally going to get experience that can't even really be quantified. It can't be described with words. Little tiny microexpressions, circumstances, experience, even probably little stuff like physiognomy and things like that, probably can determine who's a liar and who's not a liar. The line between instinct and science and pseudoscience, all these things are blurry, okay? But people know to trust their instincts from experience. The universe constantly hits you with thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces of data. And a scientific-minded person would tell you that you have to be measured in your approach to this. Instinct is the enemy. But the truth is, your brain simplifies things into easy to understand things so you can make quick decisions. Debating the ethics of whether or not you should call a guy a liar or not in your head while they're reaching for the gun is not a good survival strategy, okay? Making quick decisions based on your instincts and realizing you have the right to not trust somebody is how you survive in an environment like prison and in a low-trust society. You do not have to give people the benefit of the doubt. You don't. You don't. I said it there, you don't. You can assume that people you don't know that have a reason to lie to you may be lying to you. It may be strategic to say that you believe them, but that doesn't mean you actually have to. Very criminal-minded, confident people will look you directly in the eye and tell you a lie to your face, looking just like this. They'll lie to you. I have seen convicts run circles around psychologists. I have seen completely sane people rub shit all over their bodies so they could go to a hospital so they could get out of prison. I've seen people get mental health probation and not go to prison for 20 years because the court found them incompetent and they thought it was cruel and unusual punishment to punish them to the full extent of the law because they were playing the mental health system. I have seen convicts outsmart psychologists. So when these guys on YouTube, oh, I'm a forensic psychologist, I've seen people that can run circles around forensic psychologists, 100%. I've seen trained psychologists outsmarted by career criminals over and over and over again. You know what else I've seen? I've seen genuine crazy people having a crisis that psychologists thought were faking it. I've seen that too, because the psychologists get so used to people faking it and being convicts that when a person's actually going crazy, they say he's faking it. So I don't put a lot of stock in the forensic psychologist people trying to tell you that you can become a human lie detector. It's a skill. You have to learn that skill through real experience. And I couldn't think of a worse place to learn that skill than a college full of middle-class white people. I'm just being honest. I couldn't think of a worse place to learn how liars work, how deception works. The middle-class white people that go to college are so honest, they would get themselves killed in a situation that required them to be dishonest. They wouldn't know how to lie to save their life. Literally, if there was a situation where they had to lie convincingly to save their life, I don't think they could do it. The middle-class white people I know that go to college basically excessively put all their business out there and tell you everything. They tell you things you don't need to know and everything. What I learned in prison is you keep your mouth shut and you tell people what they need to know. As a matter of fact, if you're going to pretend to overindulge, pretend to be a dummy, you can give people a bunch of useless information and run your mouth all day with useless crap and make them think you're a dummy. That's the next level shit that I'm on. I would tell them useless things that sounded like they were secrets to make them think I was a dummy. But that's next level shit. You guys aren't ready for that yet. We'll do that in a future video. And you need somebody on your team that can be a human lie detector. That is a skill that you probably need to outsource to another person. If you know you realistically don't have it, you need to outsource that skill to another person. You're not going to get this skill by watching a freaking YouTube video or reading even a book. It's not going to happen like that. Can a YouTube video help you develop that skill? Yes. Can a book help you develop that skill? Yes, especially if you read 3 or 4 books. You could watch Garand Thumb all day, but if you watch Garand Thumb, that's not going to make you a better shooter. It's not going to make you John Wick, right? Likewise, watching videos about deception, it can help you. However, hands-on experience is necessary. I will say that one of the most common tactics of the liar is, this is me we're talking about, man, I wouldn't lie to you. They want to make you feel guilty about the fact that you're calling them out for their lie. They want to make you feel guilty like you're singling them out. But the reason you're singling them out is because they're lying. It's a very common tactic. Liars want you to fall in love with their personality so that you couldn't possibly believe the thing that they've been implicated in. And that's basically what Bill Clinton's doing on the stand right now. Liars believe that their reputation, real or imagined or manufactured, can save them from a lie many times. And last but not least, the biggest one, do they have a reason to lie? If they do, and then you also see signs of deception, then you can know that there probably is something going on that you're not being told about. Glad you guys enjoy my videos and make good use of them. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, all that good stuff. See you on the next one. Jordan Jareb, signing off.